So let's go across to Yogendra Yadav first. You've written a piece, I was reading that, about what and where is the opposition. Do you think that the Nitish Kumar line of thinking, that the opposition parties must at least try to build as big a rainbow alliance against the Modi government as is possible, is worth pushing? Or do you see greater merit in the Rahul Gandhi line of thinking, which seems to suggest that let there be tactical state-wise alliances in whichever state this is possible? Yogendra Yadav.
Rahul, I didn't know that there was a Nitish line and there was a Rahul line. I've learned it on your show. But I've been saying something for the last 5 years, and you can check, I've written again and again on this question. And I wrote, I think, something 2 years ago again on this line to say that Mahagathbandhan of the opposition is actually, psephologically speaking, electorally speaking, tactically speaking, not a very useful idea. And I had written purely as an analyst, not as a actor in this whole game. Yes, you need a political unity of the opposition. Yes, you need a signal in the country that the opposition speaks a similar line. What you do not need is one stage on which the entire opposition comes, stands and says, we are united. My sense was and continues to be that kind of a single stage unity would actually end up supporting Mr. Modi, because if you remember, and that's something I've quoted again and again, in 1971, the opposition had the largest possible coalition against Mrs. Indira Gandhi. And all she had to do was to say, ye kehte hain Indira hatao, main kehti hu garibi hatao. The opposition was demolished. So I think this can only contribute to a sense of victimhood that Mr. Modi loves to play with. Yes, you need specific coalitions, and most of those coalitions are in place. Swati ji is here, and I would very much underline the fact that in Maharashtra, the coalition which is badly needed is already in place, MVA. In Tamil Nadu, you need a coalition that's already in place. There are places where opposition alliance could be in Bihar. It was needed, it has come into play. In Jharkhand, it was needed, it is already in place. Do you need an additional overarching unity of opposition? I don't see very many places, and I would like to learn where opposition unity would contribute. If you want, for example, look at Bengal. Would it help if Mamata Banerjee were to come together with Congress and left in order to fight the BJP? No, I think it would actually serve the BJP's interest if that were to happen. So we should, if we look at the overall situation of India, what would help most is not for opposition to come together in a mega alliance. What would help is that whichever party is the leading opposition party in a position to really take on the BJP in that particular state, that party should be strengthened. That would help the cause of defeating the hegemony of the BJP. We are facing an unprecedented situation of a party which is out to dismantle this republic. Every effort should be put in to combat this hegemony, but we should do it in a way which is intelligent, that does not help Mr.
Let's hear what Swati Chaturvedi has to say. You're making the argument that a pan-India opposition alliance actually benefits the BJP government. It will make it Modi versus all, and the Prime Minister and the BJP would love that. Nitish Kumar, Swati seems to argue that there is merit in having some concrete effort to bring opposition forces together. They can bring their resources together, they can bring their minds together, they can tactically and strategically take on the BJP government. Which of the two arguments do you think carries more weight?
Well, Rahul, first of all, what Nitish Kumar said was day before yesterday. Yesterday, we had the unedifying spectacle of Rahul Gandhi attacking TMC as the BJP's B team, and the TMC giving it back, saying that they were not. So, you know, when all these things happen, the Congress has, Kharge has also said that, you know, they will lead an alliance. Now, the point is that will anybody accept that? Because, you know, the Congress has certain unentitled ambitions. They have 20% of the vote as of the last election. But at the moment, I mean, Rahul Gandhi has certainly rebooted his personal image. But, you know, will the other leaders allow the Congress to lead this? And if, you know, if they keep having this sort of tutu meme all the time, it will look like a khichdi to the voters. Now, you know, on one side you have a near presidential party where everything from 1 to 100 is Narendra Damodar Das Modi. And on the other hand, you have a question mark. So it's like, you know, when you're ill, you have khichdi, but you know, when you want to eat something very good, you want biryani. So that's the choice facing the voters.